That y'all have been loving the kid. Y'all have been flooding me. I have had so many purchases of my program. I have had so many discovery calls for coaching. I have received so much love. I am so grateful to y'all. My name is Megan. I am a new money millionaire, and these spaces are the safe virtual space for us to come together and interact as the future versions of ourself, the future/now versions of ourself, because time is an illusion. So what we're going to talk about today is pain and trauma, because it's something that we all have in common. We have all experienced or are currently experiencing traumatic situations, whether it's a loss of a loved one, whether it's a traumatic childhood, whether it's there's infinite possibilities, right? And what I want to talk about is shifting our perspective to consider that perhaps our pain and our trauma is actually something that is required for our soul's evolution in this lifetime. All right. And I'm going to talk about that from my own personal experience. I'm going to do a couple story times, and then I would love for you to share if you have had similar revelations, or if there's anything that you could potentially see your pain and your trauma being something that serves you, being something that has been a gift. I would love if everybody could tap the screen and just show me some love. Let the algorithm know that you are feeling the kid. Yes, God. So back in 2013, when I was getting ready to have my son, I went to the hospital. I had all the contractions. I was in labor. I knew it was time to go. Thank you for all the hearts. And I was met with some very unkind, unloving doctors and staff. And they basically told me, yeah, no, we're not going to allow you to give birth right now here. Essentially what it was that I was on Medicaid, and they didn't have any of the Medicaid rooms available. They only had suites, and y'all know the suites are reserved for the rich folks, right? Those are only for the private insurance people. So essentially I was being told at one of the most vulnerable points in my life that, thank you for the gifts, TikTok. I was being told at one of the most vulnerable points in my life that, no, sorry, it's not valid. Here's a prescription for Ambien. Go home and sleep on it. Now, this is a moment, if anyone has in these chats has given birth, you know this is a moment where it gets really real. You don't have a lot of say so, because you're in a vulnerable position. These contractions are coming like it's not, it's tough. And luckily my mother was there. Luckily I had a support system there. Dad was there. And essentially, they handed me discharge papers, and I was like, there's no way in hell I'm going anywhere right now, because my son is about to be born. I can feel him. I know my body. I trust the wisdom of my body. My son is getting ready to come out. And I actually wound up giving birth to him right there in triage. I was not in a birthing room. I did not have all the things set up that they're supposed to set up, that, they're monitoring to make sure he's this and that. No, they were literally like trying to get me out of the hospital. So thanks God that everything was well. He was healthy, and he came out just fine. That situation traumatized the crap out of me, and it made me feel I was just so hurt by it, and I was so angry. Honestly, I was angry because I felt like I wasn't listened to, I wasn't valued, and I was just basically dismissed. Keep tapping the screen, y'all, if you would. I would love your support and participation. And if y'all in the hallway, come on in the room. TikTok, y'all come on in. Don't peek, just come on in the room. And so I had a decision to make, because I was in this very vulnerable state. Postpartum is something that is extremely vulnerable. It's extremely exhausting. And I didn't have the energy to fight. I didn't have the energy. At first I was like, I'm going to file a lawsuit. I'm going to do all the things. And then what I decided to do instead was say, you know what, Megan, how can you put yourself in position to never have to experience that again? And through that decision, I started looking into holistic wellness practices, veganism, all types of just Eastern practice, Eastern medicine that really looks at the whole person versus just the symptoms, which is what Western medicine does. So because of that trauma, I was now led and forced and pushed down a road that I don't know if would have happened before. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Thank you for sharing. We must do better by our mothers navigating the healthcare system. Thank you so much for that comment. Yes, and that is a real thing in the American healthcare system. I'm not going to go off on a tangent on that, but to illustrate that very traumatic, very painful situation caused me to go and look for something else as my solution. And what I started to learn through studying Eastern medicine, Eastern practices, was that I was the solution. I had to really be in a place where, I wasn't dependent on anyone else. Now, of course, we all need support when we're giving birth, right? This is modern day times. Like, we need to make sure that everything's okay and safe. However, to say my next child I gave birth, it was completely different. During the whole pregnancy, I was researching natural ways to, improve my blood, make sure I had enough iron, make sure that my postpartum recovery was going to be amazing. I started meditating. I started a lot of mindfulness because of this trauma. Yes, God. Thank you, Instagram. If y'all could tap the screen and show me some love, give me some hearts, give me some fire emojis, give me some something, y'all. Let's what's going on? Give me some love, y'all. I love the love. Thank you so much, everybody. If TikTok, if you're in the hallway, come on in the room. So this story is not done. So that trauma led to me going within and saying, okay, you know what? I need to focus on myself. Thank you for the love. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. And I said, okay, so the next pregnancy, completely different. I went the completely holistic route. I went and had my baby in the water. That is the baby that's currently going viral on Instagram right now, when she was kissing all over my face. And, I was in the middle of doing a live about the importance of meditation and the importance of rerouting our attention back to present moment. So in that research and in that redirection from my pain, because our pain redirects us, right? It forces us to kind of consider other things. I found the concept of yoni steaming. Yoni steaming is an ancient technique that involves elevating yourself over a pot of herbs. It's been used on every single continent around the world for years and years to manage womb wellness issues. Naturopathic means can be helpful for sure. Exactly. So I'm into yoni steaming now, right? So once I gave birth to my daughter in the water, it was amazing. Everything was well. And I came home and I started yoni steaming. And when I tell y'all, they say that the most important things, you find the most important things when you're not looking for them, right? So I was looking at yoni steaming as a way to physically heal. The relationship that I was in at the time wasn't the healthiest. It was definitely, was leaving much to be desired. So my approach, my thing was, okay, I need to get away from this. I want to hurry up and heal. I was trying to do what a lot of us try to do. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. I was trying to do what a lot of us do, which is try to suppress, try to move on, try to hurry up, get it behind me. I'm over it, right? And what happened, and to be frank with y'all, I was like, I'm gonna get this coochie back together so I can get back out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Not really, but really, you know what I mean? I was just ready to be moved past. And there was something that happened when I began to yoni steam. There was something that happened in my heart. And I still don't quite know how to articulate it. I've had women and clients tell me that it's a lightness, that it's a shift, that there's just something that happens with the herbs where the wisdom of the herbs and allowing access to that sacred space of creation, it goes beyond the logic. It goes straight to the heart, right? And number one, it felt amazing. Physically, it felt amazing. You are a conduit of the message. You are a healer and you are doing exactly what you should be. Yes, God. Thank you. Yes, God. Something came over me and I just started crying. It felt good, but I had an emotional response to steaming. I had an emotional response. And what I realized shortly thereafter is that I was releasing trauma. I was releasing trauma. I was seeing myself. I was taking accountability for myself. I was seeing the parts of my personality, the parts of my belief, the parts of my perspective that were flawed. I was seeing the parts of myself that needed to be let go of. And I started really taking accountability for myself. And I started really recognizing that the life that I had built up until this point, I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't fulfilled. I wasn't happy, even though I was doing all the external things. You know, I was working the job. I had the house. I had the car. I had all of the, you know, all the external trappings of success, but inside I was miserable. And unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you view it, we live in a world, in a society where we are brainwashed and conditioned from really day one to believe that our success and our worth is dependent on the external. What does it look like? What does it sound like? What is it, you know, what does it taste like? What can everybody else see? Not what can I see and what can I feel, but how does everybody else perceive me? And for me, yoni steaming was the thing that blew all of that out of the water. And I was like, you know what? I got to humble myself and I have to surrender myself and I have to say, God, I'm not happy. And just to make a note of that, like, if we want things in our life to shift and change, we have to let go of control. We have to let go of the ego trying to force our way through. We have to be willing to surrender and say, God, I'm not happy. Hey, fellow millionaires. Yes, God. Yes, God. TikTok. Keep showing me love if y'all can. I'm getting hot, y'all. I know I'm a Sagittarius and everything, but it's like kind of hot right now. Actually, hold on. Let me open this door real quick. So I was like, God, you know what? This ain't it. This right here is not it. I'm not, this is not like, I've done all the things that I'm supposed to do. I got the degree. I went to the, you know, I did the thing. You know, this is not it for me. Like, what else is there? And what I realized was that I needed internal fulfillment, and said this started my quest. Now, remember, the whole context of this story is that I had an extremely perceivingly negative, traumatic experience, okay, that pushed me over into looking inside of myself for how I could empower myself to never have that experience again. And in that, I found this amazing, amazing, amazing technique called yoni steaming. All right. Thank you so much for your condolences. Now, fast forward okay, before I fast forward, I loved yoni steaming so much. I had my daughter doing it. I had my mom doing it. I had my friends doing it. Like, as y'all can tell by my personality, I don't necessarily keep things to myself. Like, I do not gatekeep. I'm like, y'all, this is amazing. We got to do it. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. And so now fast forwarding, I found myself in a position years down the line where I had gotten laid off from a corporate job that I thought was going to let me, you know, from the contract I was going to get hired. That was another traumatic, painful experience where I felt betrayed. You know, they looked me in my face. They said, don't worry, the position is yours. You got it. And I got a form email 2 days later saying, we decided to go with another candidate. And I was like, mother. And so again, redirecting, the pain and the trauma, redirecting me on another path of, okay, I gotta go get it. 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 Hey. And I was like, okay, how can I get this shmoney? Okay. And I'm a New Yorker. So, you know, I'm down for the hustle. I'm down for the hustle. I'm down for the grind. I was finding furniture off Craigslist for free, taking pictures of it, putting it back up on Craigslist, moving it in my van. I was taking gigs, driving out to the trailer park, recording it on my phone and sending it to the investor in Texas for $150. Like, she was out here hustling in these streets. Okay. New York in the house. Hey, yes. Betrayal builds character. Yes, exactly. So, and again, pain and trauma can be gifts if we allow ourselves to perceive them as such. So that redirected me again to, okay, I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it. Now, a month or two into that, I was in present moment. I wasn't even thinking about money. I was like, okay. But I was in a room shopping for some crystal jewelry. And there was a girl in the room and she said, hey, you know, have y'all heard of yoni steaming? I've always wanted to try it. And my other girlfriend was like, oh yeah, Megan does that. Like, talk to Megan about it. And she was like, oh, you do it? Like, how can I come do it? Like, how much would you charge? I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I can definitely show you. Yeah, you can definitely come do it. And yes, I will charge. So again, I want us to keep track of the narrative of this story. It went from I was betrayed in a labor and birth situation, which pushed me to find yoni steaming. Yoni steaming was amazing. I was in another situation where I didn't have any income. Now I am organically, serendipitously, coincidentally, although there's no such thing, in a position where someone said to me, hey, I want a yoni steam. Can I pay you to yoni steam? All right. And as you can see, I'm gonna still continue with the story, but that turned into things. So what I want to illustrate, what I'm highlighting and telling these stories is that be curious about your pain and trauma. Don't just try to suppress it. Don't just try to push it behind you. Don't just try to put on a bold face and push past it, okay? If you're a woman and you're doing that, I would highly recommend you yoni steaming. Highly, highly, highly recommend it, okay? Because it's a spiritual thing that happens where it allows you to be vulnerable. Especially as Black women, it's very hard for us to be vulnerable because it can be perceived that we get beat down every which way when we do. We got to be strong. We got to hold it together. We gotta. And I think that all women deserve vulnerability. We all deserve to have a safe space where we can come out of our heads and into our heart and into our womb and into our power, because that's where our power lies. Our power is not in our logic. Our power is our emotion and our intuition. So much wisdom in pain. Do not suppress, feel it, observe it, sit in it. Exactly. Observe, but do not absorb. Yes, God. Exactly. Show me love, y'all. TikTok, where's my love at, y'all? I love y'all. Show me some love. If y'all in the hallway and TikTok, come on in the room. Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room. Show me some love. So long story short, I began this business out of my home in Durham, North Carolina. I started an Instagram page, which I am live on right now. And I told people, hey, I'm offering yoni steams. Y'all can come get one. And people started coming and getting them. And through them coming and getting them, we were having conversations. I was sharing with them the personal development work I was doing. I was sharing with them the manifestation work I was doing. Now, I will be honest, early in my business, I wasn't focused so much on helping others as I was focused on paying that rent, because mama needed to pay the rent, right? And what I noticed is when I was focused on paying that rent, when I was focused on that money, the money started to slow up. The money started to slow up. North Carolina, stand up. Yes, God. Ninth Wonder is my dude. I love Patrick. Yes, God. So, again, another surrender point. God, okay, this business has fallen in my lap. What's going on? Like, I'm feeling like a struggle. I'm feeling a force again. I don't like it. Like, I need your help. Okay. Being able to get to that surrender point of, I need your help, God. All right. I can't logic. I can't push. I can't strategize. I can't force my way through this. God said, focus on serving. Focus on helping. Stop focusing on money. That's not what I reward. That's not what I compensate based on. I don't compensate based on your logic and your strategy. I compensate based on how many people you genuinely serve and you genuinely are wanting to help. And I said, okay, wow. And because of that, because I was willing to sit with myself, because I was willing to surrender, because I was willing to ask God to show me the signs, to tell me what I needed to do, how do I need to pivot? Because what I'm doing is not working, God. God said, you need to impact more people. And I thought to myself, well, exactly, people over profit. How can I help more people, God? Like, I'm in Durham, North Carolina. Now, mind you, my Instagram page was picking up traction. I was getting people from all over the country, all over the world, wanting to know about yoni steaming. And I'm in Durham, North Carolina. And I said, well, so how can I serve them, God? Like, what can I do? And the answer was, you can teach them. You can teach them how to do it themselves. And at that point, back then, I was in a severe lack mentality. But if I teach them how to do it themselves, then they won't need me. Okay? Lack mindset. If I teach them, if I give it away, they won't need me. Scarcity mentality. And I was like, okay. God was like, you're minding my business again. You're still trying to mind my business, Megan. I told you what the rules are. You serve, you impact, the fucking end. You don't worry about the money. You're trying to mind my business again. And I done told you now. Stop being hard-headed and do what I hear those beliefs. Yeah, that's cute, Megan. I told you what to do. This is going to make me cry. Okay, Megan, just relax. Calm down. I made a video, I went live, and I showed everybody how to steam from home. Y'all can go look on my YouTube channel right now. That video got 4.5 million views. I received a check from YouTube months down the line for $1,800. I had no fucking clue. I didn't even know I had signed up for AdSense. I also, along with doing the tutorial, created a product line. Okay, if they can't come to me in Durham, I can send them the products. I can show them how to do it, and I can send them the products. That's what I can do. That's how I can impact. That's how I can serve. I needed that crunch of not having the money to be open to surrender and be willing to listen to guidance from divine source, which really was coming from inside of me. See, we externalize God. We think that God is outside of us. We think that God is some, judgmental outside entity that's telling us, you're good, you're bad, you're good. No, God is inside of you. How you view yourself, how you perceive yourself, your concept of yourself is what's creating for yourself. And this is what I have learned over the years as I've continued down this path. The path has continued and continued and continued. Yes, God, thank you for the love. I would love, yes. See, look, I ain't got to ask. Y'all just give me the love. And when I tell y'all that your pain, your friction, your trauma will serve you if you allow it. It's called belief. Y'all are giving me so many gifts over on TikTok. Thank you. Bless, love, God is create your reality. Yes, God. So now, we're all doing it right now. This right here, this page on TikTok is a place where we're co-creating our realities right now. We are all, my name is Megan again. I am a new money millionaire, and this is the virtual space where we come together and we interact as the future versions of ourselves, the fucking end, because there is no future version of ourselves. Every version of ourselves is on an infinite timeline right now. It's only a decision. It's only stepping in. It's only shedding all of the beliefs about who you are, who you aren't, what it means, what it doesn't mean, and recognizing that you are already source. You are already divine. You are already grace. You are already perfection. You are already fulfillment. You don't need anything external to be that. It's only just accepting that you are that and then flowing. Allow it to flow to you. Stop forcing. Stop trying to, So, okay, I got emotional about the video because I was so scared to make that video. I was like, if I tell these people how to do it themselves, they're not going to need me, God. Like, why would I do that? Isn't that a bad business decision? And God was like, that's not what your business is for, Megan. Your business is not to serve you. Your business is to serve others. Your manifestations are not for you. They are for other people. Your millions are not for you. They are for the fucking good that you're going to do for other people. Stop focusing on yourself and what you're getting out of the deal. You are here to be a divine conduit for source to come through and express itself as humanity. That's it. Don't worry about that. You're asking if you're going to be provided for as if you don't see the fucking trees outside that give us oxygen that we didn't have to do shit for. You're asking the wrong questions. You're worried about the wrong things. It's not about you. It's about who is connected to you, who can be connected to you. When I tell y'all my business blew the fuck up, I was driving up and down the East Coast doing pop-ups. I was on podcasts. I was here, there. I was asked to speak. I've done breath work workshops in schools. And I mean, when I tell y'all, like, all I did was just show the fuck up and give it all away. I gave everything I had. I said, God, okay, I'm going to trust you. I'm not going to worry about the money. I'm just going to show up and serve. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to give what I have. I don't have much, but I do have what's up here, and I have my experience, and I have my perspective. And that is fucking enough. Okay? So yes, God, selflessness, like I talked about all the time on TikTok, free becomes paid. The free becomes the paid, and you're not doing the free because you want it to be the paid. You're doing the free because you want to give. It's not about getting, it's about giving. You don't need to get anything. You have everything you need already. You are divine. Your needs are provided for. Know that. It's the worry about the needs not being provided for that causes them to stay away from us. We have to drop all that shit. God, I don't know. I'm in a fucking homeless shelter right now. My bills are due. I don't know what's going to happen. But you know what? How can I give, God? Give me a sign. Show me how I can give. What can I give? Yes, our brothers and sisters, we're changing the world for a better tomorrow. Yes! Yoni Steaming healed me postpartum on so many levels. Yes, y'all, highly recommend Yoni Steaming. Of course, I'm going to plug it. You know, y'all know where to go to check out all my stuff. We got a newsletter that has the link in there to check out based on your situation. Listen, I have so many testimonials. Y'all check out my Instagram page, Yes God Wellness. Go to the receipts highlight. There is testimonial after testimonial after testimonial of fibroids being released naturally, of BV vanishing, of trauma being released. People are feeling amazing, of PCOS symptoms being managed, of all types of amazing, amazing testimonials from Yoni Steaming. From the very thing that I found because that fucking doctor told me to fuck off when I was giving birth to my son. And this is the whole point of this live, is to talk about your trauma and your pain. Allow it to guide you. Ask yourself the question, how is this serving me? How is this serving me? How could this serve me? God, show me the way. How could this serve me? Yes, God, I gotta be, but this is mad real. Yes, God. Sorry, there's so many comments. God is source. You will always be taken care of, and you don't believe it, you won't see. Exactly. God is source, and the plot twist is that we have God within us. So then who's really source? All right. So start turning these paradigms on our head that we have been brainwashed and programmed to believe that everything is outside. Nothing is external to us. Nothing. You don't need to go anywhere to find God but inside yourself. You don't. God is in here. I am that I am. Okay. There's tons of Bible verses that confirm that, okay? He who has faith of a mustard seed, all right? He who speaks to the mountain. You're not at mountain, can you please move? No, I command thee to fucking move. At the fucking end. That's it. There is no please, can I hope it moves. I wonder if it's going to move. When's it going to move? How am I going to move it? Do I need to get a shovel and move it bit by bit? No, I command you. That's it. I am the fucking source. Now you're going to fucking move. Y'all, let me give you another testimonial. This right here. Yesterday, I got an email about my son in this leadership program, right? I got an email from his school that said, hey, he's invited to be in this leadership program. All right. And I was like, oh, that's great. I'll respond to it later because I was busy. I go to try and click on the, to get him in the program. And it says, we're not accepting any more things. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. So I emailed the one guy at the school. I'm like, hey, the thing's open. He's like, yeah, unfortunately. And see, that's the other thing, y'all. Command your situation. I didn't accept that. Okay. Instead of getting all down and out when you hear bad news, say, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's cute. Let's see how that plays out. I emailed the people directly from the program. And something told me, email them from your Yes God Wellness email. Don't email them from your Megan email. Email from Yes God Wellness. I can't even hear. Let me see if I can show you. Baby. When I tell y'all the, where is it? The email that I got this morning. Good morning. Yes, we will be happy. Hold on. Let me open it up so y'all can really see it. Because we do receipts around here, baby. Like, I'm a Sagittarius on the cusp of Scorpio, November 23rd, honey. We love a good receipt. Because, yes. I don't know if y'all can see it. You probably can't, because I couldn't see it if I was that. But it says, Good morning. Yes, we will be happy to include Jace in our leadership program. The link had to be shut down due to the number of responses we were receiving. Our next session will be March 23rd. Please watch your inbox for information and forms that need to be filled out. This is a sorority that's doing a leadership program, community service. Okay, so here's the thing. She literally told me we were full at capacity, but you know what? You can come in. Why? Because I didn't fucking accept it when they told me no. Stop accepting everything somebody tells you. If a job fucking tells you no, we've chosen another applicant, be like, oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Experiment with it. When you get a bad news bear, say, oh, that's interesting. If you get a diagnosis for some crazy fucking illness, oh, let's see. Your mind is so powerful. Joe Dispenza has people coming to his workshops with cancer, leaving cancer free. Why? Because the mind is so powerful that if you step into the identity of a person who is whole and healed, your fucking DNA, your cells will change. Do y'all hear what I'm saying to you? How much fucking power we have? And you're going to try to tell me we're not the source? You're not going to fucking tell me that. You can't tell me that because I've seen so much proof of otherwise. Your mind is powerful. Your heart is powerful. Let me not say your mind is powerful. It's not your mind. Your mind is involved. So that whole kill the ego thing, kill the mind. No, we need our mind because our mind makes us who we are. It gives us our charisma, our spunk, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love my ego because she's a bad bitch. Let me tell you that. But it's about the coherence between the heart and the mind, right? The mind tries to bully the heart. It tries to tell the heart, oh, that doesn't mean anything. You need to shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares how you feel. You can't say that because then you're going to look weak. You can't do that because then you're going to look weak. You can't do that because then somebody's always trying to tell you some shit about what somebody else going to fucking do. I don't give a fuck. I tell my mind, you know what? You don't fucking run me, nigga. I run you. The fuck out of here. You don't tell me how life goes. I tell you how it goes. You just see me show you right there. The lady literally said, the link had to be shut down. Let me read it again. Yes. We will be, not just we will include, we will be happy. We will be happy to include him. Even though the link was shut down due to the responses. We'd be happy to have him. Why? Because I had the fucking audacity to consider myself the fucking source. I didn't beg and plead, oh my God, can you please let him in? Is there any way you could please do it? No. I took what that nigga said and I was like, oh yeah, that's cute. Anyways, let me talk to somebody else. Who else can I talk to? Who else can I talk to? You know how many times I've gotten a response from a company and called back and gotten the response I wanted because I was just willing to talk to somebody else? Stop accepting every fucking thing that comes your way. You are the source of it. You are the source of it. It's not other people. It's not circumstances. It's not. I've had clients who have gotten told no about a job offer and I told them, don't fucking believe that. Just still be open to the possibilities. They got called back in a week. Hey, something fell through with that candidate. You know what? Are you still available? Stop believing your circumstances as reality. You are the creator of your reality. Allow your pain and your trauma to lead you down the path of least resistance. Where did he write it? Where did he written the new hearts in our hearts? Yes, first. Yes, sis. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's right, sister. Yes. Yeah, I love y'all, TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, command it. We have to, and if anyone's familiar with Neville Goddard, which I'm sure you are, because you're vibing with me, and we are all a divine reflection of each other. Now I'm gonna go a little deep. There is no such thing as separation. We are all mirrors reflecting each other. I am you right now, giving you this information through Megan. Anytime anybody gives you something or you feel like, oh, wow, I never looked at it like that. That was your consciousness bringing it to you through something external from you. But it was still you. You are the source of this. You are the source of this live. You imagine yourself sitting here talking to you right now because that's what's happening energetically. Okay? Just like when they told me he's not going to be accepted and I was like, yeah, that's not true. He actually is going to be accepted. He's going to be in that motherfucker and he's going to do great. All right? Yes, God, I'm all hyped up. I'm all hyped up. I'm all hyped up. So what I want to just say and continue to reiterate is If you are holding on tightly to something and it doesn't feel good to you, if your heart is telling you this doesn't feel good, you're perceiving it wrong. You're putting your power in someone else, in a circumstance, in a number. I don't give a fuck if it's a balance, a fucking number on a credit card statement, a number on your fucking credit score. Like, those mean nothing. Those mean nothing. I don't give a shit if your bank account is negative $200 fucking dollars. Those numbers mean nothing. You are the source. Give yourself peace of mind. Give yourself fulfillment. Give yourself the feeling of ease no matter what. No matter what the fucking external circumstances say, block that shit off. Go within yourself. Yoni steaming is a beautiful way to do that. It's not required, but it is a beautiful, beautiful way to do that. And it can solve your womb health issues along the way if you have any, which are just manifestations of other trauma that you've tried to suppress in the womb space, which is the emotional junk drawer for women. Because we have suffered so much trauma from childhood, from adolescence, from patriarchal societies, from toxic relationships. Like, yes. So I highly recommend absolutely incorporating yoni steaming as part of your process. Also, remember that things can change on the drop of a dime. Has anybody ever had that happen? Have you ever had a circumstance change at the drop of a dime? Have you ever had a conversation that changed your whole fucking life? Let me scroll up over here. Oh, y'all talking to me. Yes, Neville Goddard is amazing. Limiting beliefs. Yes, exactly. Limiting beliefs. And we have so many of them. Let me pull up this scripture for y'all. Excuse me. I'm going to have to jump off in a minute, y'all, because I got some work to do. I got to finish up this coaching program. So let me tell y'all about that too. We are doing a 90-day group coaching program together. We're going to be working together on a weekly basis, and I am going to be facilitating. I'm not doing it for you, but I am facilitating for you to remember that you are the source and to give you practical ways to do that. Okay. Okay. Matthew 13:12. For to the one who has, more will be given, and he will have an abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. Give it to yourself first. A quick hack for giving it to yourself first is gratitude. Thank you, God, for my life. Thank you for these trees that you have provided for me to be able to breathe. I need the oxygen. I need it. Thank you, God, for my lungs. Thank you for my eyes. Thank you for my ears. Thank you for my feet that I can walk, God. Thank you that I have an able body, God. If I don't have an able body, thank you for my mind, God, that has the ability to be programmed in a state that can actually heal myself, God. Thank you. Like, start with gratitude and, again, work towards the understanding and the knowing. Ask God to show you how. Or if you'd like to sign up to work with me, I can definitely help show you how. Understand that you are the source of your own supply. Because all of the external things that we think we want those because we're chasing a feeling. When I did that, the post that's going viral right TikTok right now, and I said, you know, as millionaires, what is the most thing that we're grateful for that now that we're millionaires? Everybody said, you know what the majority of the fucking response was? I'm at peace. My nervous system is regulated. I can help people. Those are the top responses from that post. You have access to peace right now. You don't need to wait until you have millions of dollars in your eyes. You can be at peace right now and fucking let the millions just flow into you just from being at peace and just from perceiving the world through being in a place of peace and fulfillment. You don't need that nigga to be fulfilled. You don't need that money to be fulfilled. You don't need that house and that car to be fulfilled. You don't need it. You need to give it to yourself. Give yourself permission to let go of validation from external things. Validate yourself. When you come from that place of validation, things are going to just be fucking drawn to you like flies on honey, baby. You are honey. Remember that. Remember that you are the source. Remember that God channels through you. Remember that. And if God is channeling through you and you are God, you don't need shit. What does God need? I am all that is. No one compares to me. No one's better than me. I am love. I am peace. I am perfection. I am fulfillment. What the fuck I look like looking for fulfillment from somebody else for a relationship for, or for some money for? Or for it, whatever the thing is, we don't need that to be fulfilled. We have to give that fulfillment to ourselves. We have to remember that we are not all of the experiences that we've had. We are not our thoughts. All the thoughts that try to tell you it's too late, it's not enough, you're not worth it, you're too damaged, it's never going to work. Those are all fucking liars. That is the devil. Outwitting the Devil is a book specifically about how the mind comes to seek, kill, and destroy you if you allow it to. Don't let it. Take back control over your mind. Take back control over your identity. Let your heart be the leader. Let your feelings be the leader. If you're doing something, if you're thinking something, if you're perceiving something and it's hurting your fucking feelings, you're not looking at it the right way. You're looking at it from a victim mentality, and you shouldn't be, because you're not a victim. You are all that fucking is. You are creating for yourself. Let your heart, whatever you do that makes your heart feel good, okay? And in order to know what makes your heart feel good, sometimes you got to put the fucking phone down, get off social media, get off the TV, get off YouTube, and sit your fucking ass down and be still and listen. And pay attention to your thoughts and what they're trying to tell you. Because you'll fuck around and actually think that that's real and that's just who you are. And that's your true nature and that's your true form, and it's not true. It's not true. It's not. So, my group coaching program, I'm a horrible salesperson, y'all. Y'all see, I'll be all over the place. And because the thing is, I'm not trying to sell. I'm not here to sell. I'm here to share. I'm here to give. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all vibe with it, if you rock with it, you want to be a part of it, come rock with me. That's it. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. But so in the group coaching, because I'm finishing up the content now, and I need to do the recorded parts of the course, is, yes, Millionaire Bestie, happy Wednesday. So glad you're joining. We are going to first be talking about that awareness and that identity of divine source, perfect and whole, regardless of circumstance. Life is not happening to you. Life is happening through you. Life is happening through you. It's not happening to you. We think that life happens to us and then we react to it. What's really going on is we perceive life a certain way, and then it mirrors it back to us. It says, yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, you feel like that? Okay, you're right. You're right. When I said, yeah, he's getting in that program anyway, life was like, okay, you're right. He's in it. Okay. Whatever you want, boo. You're God. You tell us what to do. Right? You tell us what to do. We don't tell you what to do. You tell us. Have the audacity, have the courage, have the humility to surrender and say, you know what? This shit that I'm on right now, this shit ain't working. It's not working. I got to do something different. This ego, this identity, this strong black woman, this strong whoever, whatever, this tough can get resilient. You know, this is not working for me because I feel like shit. You got to have the courage and the humility to be able to surrender and break the fuck down and cry and give yourself the opportunity to process those emotions out. This is not about ignoring. This is not about pretending. This is about surrendering. This is about allowing. This is about allowing the mask to drop. I don't give a fuck what your title is. I don't give a shit what your degrees are. I don't care how much money you make. I don't give a damn what celebrities you know. I don't give a fuck what kind of infinity pool you have in the back. I don't give two fucks about any of that. What is your spirit? How do I feel in the room with you? When I have a conversation with you, are you just fucking scrolling on your phone and you can't even be present in the presence of a goddess, nigga? These are the things that matter. It's not about the things. It's not about the external. It's about the internal. It's about, what do you bring to a room when you walk into it? Are you scared? Are you jealous? Are you envious? If you are, that's okay. What the next step is to say, God, this ain't working for me. I need something different. I need something new. I need that new in my life. This shit right here is old news. I'm over it. No, God. This is not what we're doing anymore, God. I'm ready to become my true identity. I am ready to become my true nature, which already is fulfillment, which already is peace. I don't need shit to be peaceful or fulfilled. I already am that. Just like the analogy of when you get a job based on, fake credentials, you came up with a fake resume on ChatGPT, you looked up the job description, you came up with the thing. Okay, that's cute. You might get in the door, but you ain't gonna be able to do that fucking job. Why? Because you don't have the experience. That's not truly who you are. When you go in the job and say, hey, I don't know this shit, I know nothing. But I'm going to surrender and say, I would love to be here, though. I think I can fucking do it. I think if you give me a chance, I'll be the greatest motherfucker to ever hit this motherfucking floor. And they're going to respect that a lot more. And this is how we must interact with our reality and with God and with the universe. God, I don't know. I think I thought I had it all figured out because I had $100,000 saved up. I thought I had it all figured out because I became a millionaire. I thought I had it all figured out because of this and this and that. But the reality is I feel like shit about myself on the inside. The reality is I still don't feel like enough. The reality is I still let niggas treat me like shit because my self-esteem is in the fucking trash. Because I believe that I'm not worth it. Because I believe that I'm not enough. Because of what happened to me before. Okay? We gotta have the fucking guts to say these things out loud and for real. Yes, God. Woo, y'all. Well, that escalated quickly. But this is just me being me. This is who I am. This is my authentic self. I've tried all the things. I've tried to schedule my content and write a script. And, I'm going to talk about this. And I'm going to use this hook. And I'm going to, use this copy. And I'm going to take this course to learn how to fuck all that. No, I don't need nobody else to tell me who I fucking am. I don't need anybody else to tell me who I am. Now, were those things helpful for the version of me I was at the time? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it necessary to invest in yourself? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it necessary to expose yourself to new information that may be able to reach you in your specific way because maybe this particular teacher has a vibration that you really fucking vibe with, so you're going to really be able to get it from them? Abso-fucking-lutely. I've invested tens and thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in my personal development. I've done business coaching. I've done personal development coaching. I've done spiritual coaching. I've done a lot of coaching. But also now realizing and knowing where I am now, all of those were aspects of me. Those were all aspects of me because I am the source. If you're in a toxic situation with people, those are aspects of you coming to remind you that that is not your true nature. If it hurts you, if it makes you feel like shit about yourself, if it makes you feel like it's not enough, it is there to remind you of your true nature. That's it. It says nothing about your fucking worth. It says nothing about your value. It means nothing. It is just a reminder to serve you and to bring you back to the truth of your true identity, which is God. Yes, God. Do I have it here? When I tell y'all, let me show you what I printed out months and months ago. I went to ChatGPT. This is something y'all could do too. I went to ChatGPT. And I said, God, you know what? I'm trying to do these fucking strategies. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to, reels and reels templates and how do you go viral on TikTok and how do I do this and how do I do that? Can somebody show me how to do it? And not to say that none of that stuff meant anything, because it did. It helped me. But ultimately, you know what made me go viral on TikTok? I'm going to give y'all a chance to answer that because I was about to go in right there. And I'm viral on Instagram right now too. You know what happened? I'm going to give y'all, nobody's answering. Be patient, Megan. Give them a chance to answer. I'm going to give y'all, do y'all know what let me, this is close. Yes. Let go and let God. Very close. That too. Any other answers? Give me some love, y'all. Show me some love. Keep me up in the algorithm. Hype me up. I hype me up. Hey, you changed my life first time I met you, dear. Thank you. I love that. It's good to see you live, sis. It's good to see y'all too. I'm so grateful for this space. Authenticity. Yep. Authenticity. It happened. Yep. It happened when you surrendered and did what God told you to do. That too. Yes. All of it. Exactly. So I'm going to tell you what happened. Short answer. I stopped giving a fuck about it. I stopped giving a fuck about going viral. That's the most plainest layman's way I can say it. I stopped giving a fuck about going viral. That was no longer my intention. Because, bitch, I am fucking viral. What do you mean? Why would I need to go viral? I am fucking viral. Yes, I let go and I surrendered. And because I let go of the need to go viral, I had an idea pop in my head. And I said, you know what? I've been friends with different people throughout the years. This is my shit that I'm on. Like, how can I be, co-create space with other people to actually show up as the future versions of ourselves? And I made a video about it. And I said, I got this idea. I've been trying to do it, but let me just do it on TikTok. Let's do it together on TikTok. And I said, you know what? Let's be manifesting besties. Let's show up as the future versions of ourselves. Woo, deep. I love it here. I love you, Tori. And I made my first post as the future version of myself. And I made a joke of it. I said, this is Millionaires Anonymous. Hi, my name is Megan and I'm a millionaire. And, now that I have all this money, and went down this rabbit hole, right? That's the fucking post that went viral. Why? Because I didn't over fucking think it. It was an idea that popped in, and this is why you gotta silence that fucking noise trying to tell you what you're not. Because God will drop a fucking $1 trillion idea in your mind. And if you are buying into the bullshit, you will fucking miss it. You'll write it off. Oh no, that's stupid. Nobody would like that. Who gives a fuck what anybody would like? It's not about what anybody would fucking like. First of all, you don't fucking know what anybody would like. Number one, first and foremost. Second of all, do it for you because it's what you want to do. It's what makes you happy. I wanted a group of people that we could come together and interact as the future/now versions of ourselves. That's what I wanted. And because I didn't gatekeep that and wait for the perfect person to come along and do it with, or wish my homegirl wasn't so fucking ghetto that we could do it together. Like, no, I'm going to use what I fucking got to get what I need. Okay, TikTok, y'all playing games. Hold on, y'all, because TikTok they tried it. TikTok be playing with me. Okay, I didn't overthink it. If you're overthinking it, it's wrong. Let me say that again. If you are overthinking it, then it is not the way that you should go. Not saying you can't get a result from it. Yeah, sure, you can lie on your fucking resume and get the job, but are you going to be able to keep that motherfucker? Don't worry about what you're overthinking. Lean into what just feels good and feels like a natural idea, spur of the moment. Oh, maybe I'll stop at that coffee shop right there on the way home. Who fucking knows? I want some hot chocolate. Because I don't drink coffee. Do I look like I need fucking coffee? Anyways, back to the ChatGPT hack. Months and months and months ago, I asked ChatGPT, I want you to assume that I am this business person based on what I, have already talked about and blah, 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 blah. I said, I want you to send me emails and messages from people as if this is already true. Baby, when I tell you my fucking TikTok comments, my YouTube comments, my Instagram comments, these comments and these lives, literally, I was fucking reading them months ago. I created them months ago. This wasn't a fucking fluke. This was an intentional thing that I've been doing. Did I know how it was going to happen? No. Was I overthinking? Yes. Was I trying to force it? Yes. Was I trying to make sure follow a strategy and follow the fucking Reels formula and do the fucking TikTok thing where the hook makes sense and all? Yes, I was doing all of that. Was all of that what brought me to it? No, the fuck it was not. It was me saying, you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just gonna fucking talk from my heart. I'm gonna come from my heart. I'm not gonna fucking overthink it. I'm not gonna worry about what other people think about it. I'm not gonna concern myself with the fucking opinion of anybody else, even myself. I'm not even gonna concern myself with my opinion. I'm gonna do what fucking feels good to me. That's what I'm gonna do. Amber Alert. Get that baby. Get that baby, y'all. We're deciding right now, nothing's happening to that baby. That baby is peaceful, safe, and sound, and will be returned back to its peaceful, safe, and sound environment fucking immediately. Period. I needed this so fucking bad today, of course. I'm going to use what I got to get what I want. Players Club. Hey! Exactly. It's not strategy. If you got to do a complex fucking strategy, it's not the way. It may get you there, but it's not going to stay. Whatever you get through all that complex forcing shit is not going to stay. So don't waste your fucking time. Just surrender. Just ask God to show you. And listen, when you get an idea and your mind tries to tell you, your mind tries to bully your heart, no, that's fucking stupid. Nobody wants to do that. That doesn't even make any sense. Why would you waste your time doing that? Say, listen, you don't fucking tell me shit, nigga. I run this. You do what I fucking say. Okay? I love y'all. I gotta go. I gotta get this shit done. I got work to do. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here with me. Again, if you're interested, you can go, you know where all my stuff is at. Sign up. Within an hour, I'm going to be putting the link up for the wait list for my program that I'm doing. When I get when I record the content for the program, it's going to be packaged and available. I'm going to have, now I'm going to be honest with y'all. The group coaching is going to be $2,000. Okay. I'm not doing no long sales call and all that other shit. It's $2,000. Early bird sign up gets you $500 off. Okay. Once I record all the content for the group coaching program, I'm going to package that as a lower priced option for you. The Perfect Mental Reset that's available right now, if you purchase that, you will also receive the pre-recorded once it comes out. I'm going to include that. Anybody who has ever purchased that is going to receive that upgrade for free. All right. Yeah, that's it. The only difference with the pre-packaged course is going to be do it yourself. You're not going to have the weekly access to me like the group coaching is, because with the group coaching, we're going to be coming together. We're going to be having conversations. We're going to get actual live coaching in that program. Okay. Stay tuned. It's going up on a fucking Wednesday, y'all. I'm looking forward to hearing your testimonials. I'm looking forward to hearing your revelations. I'm looking forward to y'all telling me how this has changed your fucking life. And this meaning you, because I am a reflection of your consciousness coming to tell you these things. I'm not taking credit for this. Okay. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Have an amazing rest of your day. Don't accept circumstances. When something comes in to try and give you bad news, just say, oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Let's see. Be nonchalant. Take away the importance. Shit is not fucking important. Nothing is important. You get the final say so. Okay? I'll talk to y'all soon. Of course she's calling right now.